Yes.
True facts. But no, I would want to teleport on planet Earth.
Hey, all I have to say is if you go to Mars, don't drink the water.
Probably not. No.
No, the waters of Mars are haunted.
It is true.
That sounds like a good album.
That's a Doctor Who episode.
Delivers on average 18.9 packages per second.
I mean, I guess
You might not be able to put Amazon up.
Let me rephrase. I guess it wouldn't be in quantity of what I could deliver, but as far as speed goes...
Okay, yeah, so how does that work? How quick is your teleportation? If you went from here to California, it would just be instantaneous?
Yes.
There's no...
So faster than light travel.
Faster than light.
And I'm there.
Faster than light travel. You're talking like faster than neutrinos. Neutrinos don't even move that fast.
What if every time you teleported, the old you was destroyed and a new you was created?
So like teleportation in Star Trek.
Yeah, but with the same consciousness? Same
I don't know. Is it the same consciousness?
Yeah. You have to...
Is that what it is? You're transmitting
Still
information?
Worth it. I hate the amount of effort that goes into traveling, driving, the amount of time I've spent in traffic.
Could you teleport other people?
I think that there should be like a limitation in it. It's not like I would teleport an entire 20,000 seat stadium.
Why?
With me.
What if they were in danger and you could teleport them out and save them?
You would have to choose which ones you want to save.
You're not fucking Chris
I don't
Angel.
like that social experiment.
You can choose one or you can choose all.
Laura, I'm sorry we're being so hard on you.
You're not Chris Angel, okay?
But
if you choose all, you will
imagine wanting, I want some Italian food to lunch. Oh, let me just pop over to Italy and get me some fresh, authentic Italian cuisine.
That bellissimo son of a...
Let me get some spaghetti. Come on, let me get some spaghetti.
I could utilize my time more. Like 90% of the stress that I have in my day-to-day existence would be eliminated by the ability to teleport.
That's fair.
I was just hoping that you were like Nightcrawlering it, because Nightcrawler
has to see,
bamfs.
He has to see where he's going.
Well, the way his power works is he bamfs out of this plane of existence and into a subplane of existence, and then to where he wants to go.
Huh. No, I don't. Nightcrawler is cool.
Yeah, that's how he counts for the movement of the Earth. Is he goes somewhere else and he's like, all right, cool. Now where am I going? And he goes there.
Ezreal? Is that his...
Azazel?
Azazel? Is that his dad?
No, Aziz. No. Sorry.
But doesn't he's able to do...
He's a teleporter as well.
But he can go anywhere, right? Or is it the same thing?
I think it's the same thing, as far as I know.
I just want to congratulate you, Laura, for talking about a celebrity who I know.
Cool. I'm glad...
Mystique doesn't happen very often. Nightcrawler's mom.
Share that.
I knew that. Yeah. My superpower... I chose 2, overachieving once again.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'll go with the...
Nobody told us that we could choose 2.
Well, wait, what was the first one?
I didn't say which one. I didn't go yet.
Okay, I was going to say...
Oh, my fucking God.
Not pooping anymore wasn't a superpower.
That was the first thing he would change. That's the first modification as a cyborg.
That's different.
That's different.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you weren't counting that.
We are already, as humans, biomechanical robots.
I kind of am. I got a.
But I want to be a non-biomechanical robot. I want to be a mechanical.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Keep going.
Okay, so
spit them powers.
My first one would be flight without wings. By force.
Like using the force?
No, not using the
force.
Like
levitation.
Levitation, but with movement.
Like Superman.
How do you do it? What propels you forward?
Rocket foot.
Rocket feet. I'm a cyborg, bitch.
Yeah, because being a cyborg isn't a power. That's just how you want your life.
Probably mass amounts of dairy.
Just the big old diarrhea stream behind me.
Lactose.
Rocket fuel,
disgusting. Stop it.
Talk about chemtrails.
Probably.
Oh, God.
Probably manipulating matter around me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Okay. My second one, though, time dilation.
Okay. So now you have the ability to manipulate matter around you, because it's not the ability to fly. You have the ability to manipulate matter around you.
Yeah.
You just choose to only do it in order to fly.
Yes.
So wait,
There's a lot of other
when you say
applications.
manipulating,
Manipulating?
when you
Manipulation.
say manipulating matter around you, is that like could you transform one object into another? Like,
Well, I think it would just be more like telekinesis, but on a molecular level.
Yeah.
So you're saying
so
that
I
if
guess,
you like
but
moved the molecules of air from above you to below you to propel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you stopped those molecules from moving, this could be one superpower. If you could stop molecules moving at will, I think that would slow down time.
so
Yeah.
are you
Yeah, I guess so.
manipulating the movement of molecules or the molecules themselves? Because I feel like if you were manipulating molecules, you could turn that shelf into a table by manipulating the molecules of matter in it.
What?
Isn't that shelf already a table?
Technically.
Huh?
Well, damn. You know, I really gotta put thought into things instead of just picking one thing.
This
and
is
then-
why I enjoy because Science Channel from Nerdist, because Kyle Hill delves into these things, and it's like why you don't want super strength. Because in order to have super strength, you would just break everything you touch.
Yeah.
Everything. Things aren't built for people with super strength.
True.
You know, he delves into like why you wouldn't want to be super fast.
Because it would tear
You
your
would.
it would tear your body
It's
apart.
awful. It's
Yeah.
awful. But it's really cool. Like he
'Cause your
delves
bo-
like deep into like the science.
Because you have to think,
Shit.
if you're super fast, your body's not able to handle that much friction against the air.
Did y'all
I
watch
couldn't
The
imagine
Boys?
running so fast that my
I
skin
watched
just
the first,
immediately
like, 2
starts to
episodes of it.
disintegrate off
3
as
episodes.
I'm
not
running.
really sure what I
Right.
thought. I watched the whole season.
That'd be painful.
But super fast
It hurt.
had consequences.
It just, yeah. It seems like The Boys is like, let's do a super edgy superhero show because we're edgy. And
Yeah.
it's like,
So it's not like. So it's too on the nose with being edgy?
yeah.
Okay.
Like you can tell that they were like just trying to be edgy. And like maybe the comics are, you know, darker and shit. But the show is like
There was a
literally the
lot more
producers and writers
gore
were like,
than there needed to
let's
be."
be edgy.
I feel like there's a difference in trying to be quote unquote edgy and devil's advocate and making people think, but just being edgy for the point of it, just for shock value, is
Yeah.
one of the most infuriating things to me.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
it falls
why?
into that category.
Like there's no point to it. I understand things if there's a point, but that's just
And like,
me.
yeah, and don't get me wrong, like there's parts of the show that are really good that I saw. And I was like, this is cool, but
Is that oniony?
oh yeah,
Oof. That's disgusting.
I started seeing a therapist this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's that?
it's good.
Is
He
he-
seems all right. He
helping
knows
you
his
out?
shit.
Is he helping you out more than? Were you going
No,
to
Is his
anybody?
name
Oh,
Jeff?
that was just like a medical
Yeah.
doctor.
Okay.
wait,
At Psych and Psych?
yeah,
Okay. It's probably not the same Jeff, but maybe it is.
I don't know.
I
His name
have
is
my-
Dr. Jones.
Oh, that's not him.
Oh yeah, definitely. not.
Dr.
My
Jones.
counselor's name was Jeff at
Yeah.
Nord Center. Yes, and he was
There must be a
fantastic.
lot
Who
of
is it?
Jeffs.
His name was Jeff, and he was at Nord Center.
Oh.
My counselor. when I
Wait,
was a
are
counselor.
all male?
Therapist named Jeff.
Because
I've seen a John and a Rick.
but maybe those are just their middle names, and they use them to differentiate
Jeffrey
themselves
John.
from the rest of the Jeffs.
Jeffrey Rick.
Jeff and Rick are two different.
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying Jeffrey John and Jeffrey Rick.
Well, then you've got the one that I'm seeing now would be Jeffrey. I don't know what his fucking middle name is. Jeff Jones.
Jeff Jones. That's a powerful
Dr.
name.
feel like
Jeff
he should be
Jones.
Mine was
lawyer.
Jeff Rhodes.
Jeff Rhodes.
I got Jeffrey Holcomb.
Randy Jeff Rhodes.
You fucking Randy.
That's Jeffrey Randy Rhodes. Or
Randy Jeff Rhodes.
Randy Jeff Rhodes.
So do we all, or have we all seen therapists?
No.
You never seen a therapist?
It's all right.
What's the difference between a therapist and a counselor? Is there a, is it just certifications?
Degrees.
And I think
Well,
one.
and I believe a counselor is a form of therapist. Therapist is a very broad term. Counselor is, you have to have a master's degree to be a counselor. to be like a psychologist or a psychiatrist, you're an actual medical doctor.
Yeah.
So you have to have a doctorate.
I don't think a psychologist is. I know a psychiatrist has to go to medical school
Because
because
they
they can
can-
prescribe medication.
Well, yeah, but they're two different doctorates. Yeah. You have a doctorate in psychology and a
I was
doctorate in
thinking Dr.
psychiatry.
MD, not just doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy I'm seeing is a certified sex therapist, too. Didn't go to him for that, but
Nice.
it's cool.
He just watches you and tells you, like, move your leg over there.
No, he's not a fucking voice. That's not.
It's not a voyeur.
No, I'm not saying for his enjoyment. I'm saying for improvement of your
You
game.
don't know. He can say it's not for
He
his
might.
enjoyment.
I don't know. I mean, if I ask him to, he might be like, yeah, sure. Here's the couch.
Move
Like
your
the
leg over
couch?
there. This is
for
why you're
maximum
feeling.
enjoyment.
This is why you're feeling shitty. This is why you're feeling shitty because your legs. In
This is
the
why your sex sucks. No. He seems cool. He's gonna help me out.
Continue.
He started by asking. Well, he didn't start. We finished this session. He was asking me about my tattoos. He started with the prayer, and I told him about a couple other ones, and then I was like, I also have a My Little Pony on the back of my leg.
You're welcome.
And I showed it to him, and he said, "Yep, I think we're gonna have to have a whole session about that." And I said, "That's not the worst one."
No, it's
in my
not.
cockpit.
You ever look inside another man's armpit?
He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I might have a bucket of penises under my armpit with a rainbow." He said, "What?"
There's a bucket of dicks.
I said, "There's a bucket of dicks under my armpit with a rainbow." I had to explain the story to him. So I think we're going to end up having a full session about why
Nice.
the thought process behind my
I wish it was
tattoos.
more dramatic. Like you slam your hand on the table, and like I said before, you ever look into another man's armpit
and seen a bag of
and
dicks.
seen a whole pot full of dicks?
whole pot of dicks.
Wow, that's a whole pot of dicks.
Hey, look at those pots of dicks.
Vince, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Just,
Not for the bucket of dicks necessarily,
no,
but
also congratulations. Live your life.
for being real with somebody in the effort of improving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good shit right there. And that's a lot easier said than done.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes reaching out for help is the hardest part. At least in
Yeah.
my experience, I think it was the hardest part was to, like, accept that this is something that I should do, and it's not something that I was able. When I before I started seeing a counselor, it was kind of accepting that I couldn't do it on my own anymore. Mm-hmm. So,
Well, that's,
good job.
this isn't the first counselor I've seen, or first therapist I've seen. I've seen tons of them throughout my life. So going to one for me isn't the hard part. It's actually opening up and speaking to them that's hard for me. So, and I told them, because on the, you had to fill out papers and shit. They asked, like, what do you think might help you? And I said, I don't want to be in control of the conversation. Do not let me control the conversation, because I will steer us in a whole other fucking direction. Right. And so, as long as this guy is able to keep me on par with what we need to be dealing with, then so be it.
Well, I think that that's something that is a risky area because, as a therapist, probably is cognitive behavioral therapy.
He actually doesn't do cognitive behavioral therapy. He explained that. I'll talk to him in a week. I'll find out exactly. I'll write it down.
Well, the most rewarding, I guess, experience that I've had with a therapist took place over a couple of years. And was a cognitive behavioral therapist. And I went in with that attitude that you kind of had, like, I will just talk about whatever and, not face the issues at hand. Mm-hmm. And what he kind of did was force me to reframe my thoughts. He did it almost passively. Mm-hmm. I'd be talking about a thing, and he would ask me a question or whatever, this stereotypical, how does that make you feel? Mm-hmm. Or what do you think about that? And then he would tell me something that made me think about it from sort of a different perspective. Maybe I'm pissed off at somebody, but asking me, well, why do you think that person did what they did? And having to think about, well,
Someone else's motives, or
Yeah, and not only someone else's motives, but